I've been waiting to have a good reason to use one of these scanners that we got sent to us by MUCAR. They look super impressive, way cool features to see on the internet, but we just haven't had a need to use it yet. But finally, we got this car here that's got a misfire. Listen to it and you'll see that we have to get the car running right about the 8-minute mark to get it to have any problems at all. So if you leave from home until it really gets warmed up, it just doesn't behave badly, but when it starts to, it's pretty bad. The other thing, if you look really close, look in like the left corner of the frame and actually watch how much the engine is shaking. We're going to talk about that more later in the video. Before we get into it, I want to be transparent. We were not paid for this content. This is of our own opinion and our own experiences. One way that you can support the channel is by smashing that subscribe button. It's free. That really helps us out. And if you really want to buy us a coffee because we saved you a ton of money or got you coupons or saved you thousands of being able to get the right answers, join the channel as a way to buy us coffee or say thanks. All right, let's get into it. Hey friends, we've been excited and kind of waiting for an opportunity to use the product. You know, on the channel here, we don't do anything unless we really need it. We have one of these car scanners. This is a much higher end one than we've had. We've had a lot of mobile apps and Bluetooth adapters that have been pretty great, been pretty neat, done a lot of stuff, saved the day many times, helped diagnose, but this is really the real deal. For somebody who has either a lot of vehicles or a technician, one of the features I really love about it is the adapter here is magnetically stored on the back, has a kickstand, a lot of neat features, different cables and adapters to fit some different variations that you're going to need. The other thing we love about this product is the fact that it has an AI feature to ask it questions and prompt it and take advantage of that information to lead you down the right pathway to hopefully diagnose your vehicle. We're going to go ahead and hook it up to a car right now. It has a real misfire, see what happens. We're not showing any stored codes with our over-the-counter tester, so we're going to see what this thing will do and what it'll show us. All right, let's go. Today we're going to be demonstrating on a 2014 Mazda with the 2-liter in it. The approach to diagnosing this vehicle will be similar across many vehicles. All right, we're going to go ahead and take the adapter off the back here. Got our port under here. Heard something beeping. Automatically identify the vehicle's brand and model. Hey, look at that. Pulled it up. All right, cool.
That's going to be the codes and the faults.
Yeah, so what it did is it found your VIN and your model, so this is good, right? So now what we're going to do is start to go through some of the features here. So some need ignition on, which I believe we're on, or dash is on. Let's do an automatic search. Turn it to on, okay. Dang, that is fast. Look, it tells what type of engine, transmission. Hit okay. All right, let's see what we got. Health reports. Let's see what all we got in here. I don't know. Let's try health report. Oh, that's cool. These are different body modules. It's just going in looking for any fault. Oh, we got a fault on this one that the cheap one wouldn't show. Okay, transmission fault, anti-lock brake fault. We got a whole bunch of stuff here. Okay. CMU fault. Okay, look at that. It's still scanning modules. Cameras, brakes. Holy cow.
Pretty much everything it has.
Okay, now it's going to tell us it found 14 problems. Now, what's interesting about this is how our little cheap scanner showed nothing, right? So to say that it found all this information that didn't exist before, that's pretty wild. Powertrain control model, cylinder 2 misfire. Okay, so we know it's misfiring, right? Let's just see continuous memory. Misfire disconnected. Now it's going to use the AI analysis. If we're not too far from the Wi-Fi, we might be. Click the AI analysis.
It has both. It has Google and AI. You have a choice.
Oh yeah, Google search, or you can just use AI. Wow, that's wild. Well, hopefully we're not too far away, or we might want to move up a little bit. But that's crazy. It'd be interesting to learn your cylinder order to compare it against that other tool that we did the video on last time. Remember how we had one that was a little different order? Oh, we got another bar, so we might be all right. Look at this. So here we are. Let's see what it says. Based on diagnostic trouble code you provided, if I can put this up here, detailed fault code. Number 2, something may experience rough idling, poor acceleration. Yeah, what does that mean? Okay. The power control module monitors engine speed, misfires. Number 2 fails to ignite. If number causes between a threshold, how to fix it. Can you believe all this is on this tool? Now we're going in here, and this is somewhat similar to what we saw when we did our own ChatGPT, but this is much more detailed.
Very detailed.
And what's neat about this, though, is now it tells us, you know, let's focus on the number 2 cylinder only, because that's what the computer is storing, is seeing a problem. So it's saying pull and check the spark plug, the ignition coil on number 2, visually inspect the spark plug wire for cracks or damage, so on and so on. I don't want to read this whole thing to you right now, because there's another thing I want to do in here, and that's use the tool to show some features while it's running. But, oh my, dude, this is crazy. So the interesting thing about this is I was just getting ready to say, well, what we'll do is we'll go out and we'll swap some ignition coils between cylinders and see if the problem moves. That will pinpoint to say if it's a bad coil. All we got to do is take 2 of those coils I was just doing at our tester and swap them between cylinders, because they're all the same part number.
Yep.
Look, it's telling you to do that right here. Before I went to go say that, this was like sitting right here, and I was getting ready to go, oh, here's what I do. So there's swap ignition, swap spark plugs, clear the codes, and then try and run the engine. And then you'd want to see that problem go to cylinder 3 or cylinder 1 or whatever you traded with. Look here, fuel, we were talking about check the fuel injector. You can try swapping a fuel injector from another cylinder. Fuel delivery, remember earlier I was talking about fuel pressure? But it really feels like a miss, like it is. And fuel pressure would be constant. It'd be hard to have that be once in a while. Anyway, I'm going to put here that this was helpful. I'm going to give it a thumbs up. We're going to go ahead and close that. We're going to get out of this. And now you could obviously go through here for each one of these. Some of these just might be old stored ones. A lot of times you'll get this when you have like low battery or different things, you'll get a bunch of problems. So what I typically like to do, let's see what it says when you do report type. Pre-scan. Let's see, this is a post-scan. Okay, there's all your information. We could put your miles in here. What were your miles? 181,000, 181, 608, 608. Okay, select that. Miles, you can put license, you put all that stuff. Notes, what's today's date? 12 dash, what was it, 30th? Oops. All right. Dash 2025. Okay. Count that. I hit OK. Dude, you put your shop name, phone number, emails, technicians, all this. I mean, this is so cool, right? So let's do how to wrench. Boom. Okay. You could have different people in the shop. You can definitely tell it's a professional tool. Now, email, is that the customer email? That would be awesome if that's what it is. Diagnostic report, PDF or share. Dude.
There's a ton of options for a professional.
Dude, if this does this, I'm going to be blown away.
You gonna try? Are you putting your email then?
Yeah, but I'll probably block it out so people can't see it. Actually, no, you know what to do? Yeah, okay, I'm going to email it to how to wrench. Where's the at gmail.com. How to wrench at gmail.com. There. Send succeeded. Does this email need to be a default email for this address? Blah, blah, blah. Nah, I just hit cancel. Okay. Now, look at this. And this is that AI. So this is, I remember watching this on some other people's videos. So there was that number 2. Let's just look at a different one. Oh, you saw the email come through?
The email popped up on the notification bar
all right.
as well.
Anytime in the past, what I've always done is taken screenshots or grabbed my phone and taken a picture of different tools I've used. This thing is wild. You saw how fast in the video that we got the emailed report. But if you took the time and filled out the customer's name, technician, all that, but you got dates, timestamps, you have so much information just sitting here ready to go. But this was just an absolutely outstanding feature, even for yourself. And what I like to do is create Google Drive folders where I store information on my own vehicles so that I have that's easy to access. But we got mileage, VIN, everything's right there. I could come back to it because once I clear this, I don't want to lose this information related to some mileage and some times, or have to just think back like, oh, what did we have? Was it 2? Was it 3? Things like that. So way cool feature, MUCAR, way to go. Just, we'll grab one of these other ones like battery voltage. If you go here, this will take you into that screen to use AI or Google search to try and tell you what to do. But it's all within this tool. I mean, that's what's so cool about it. I'm a little far from the Wi-Fi, so I'm going to cancel that and get out of here. Let's see. If I do that, it looks like I already kept it all. Okay. But I want to see what this PDF looks like. Your report has been saved successfully. Well, so that's what I really wanted to know. Oh my, you tell me you can hook it up to a printer and do it as well? Wow. Man, I'm so used to having to take screenshots and like store everything that way.
Yeah, this will do it. It has all the options.
So if I go here, oh, that's to do that online service. This is where you can actually ask for help. I saw online. Toggle back here. All right, let's see. What else could we do? System scan, system selection, special functions. What I'm curious about, if I go, yes, let's enter diagnostic. That is our little tool. Don't forget. Okay. All right. What I want to do is I want to yes. So this should allow us to start it and actually see like fuel trims and different things. We found a match. Okay. Vehicle. Let's see. Let's just hit enter. Let's see. Live read mode. Let's see what this is. Okay. All right. Here's what we want. Okay. So now we can start to pick things we want to look at. Engine temperature. Let's go find fuel. Let's see. There's trim. Let's see. Bank 2. Let's do long. Okay. All right, we're gonna start it.
Looks like it's under the standard range.
It's starting to, and that's what's awesome because it knows your model, so it's giving you something to figure out, well, what does that mean, right? So this is saying it could be anywhere minus 15 to plus 15, right? So we're definitely within there. Notice how I rev it up there. And then you could go to a graph mode. That is, oop, there's that misfire.
There's the peak.
And obviously I don't know this car, but I don't know why these aren't reading. It might have to get to a certain temperature, might, you know, I'm not a Mazda expert here, right? I'm just holding a steady throttle right now. And now what I'm regretting that I don't have in here is an RPM. I mean, I can look at, do you have a gauge on here or not?
On the far left here. So it's a 1.6.
I can see it. Yeah, about 1600. Yeah. So let's do this. Let's get out of this data stream. What happens?
Or if you want to pull it up now, you'll see the peaks more because you already revved it. See how it's doing it.
And this isn't like doing per cylinder, but at least we know what's going on there. But if we go back here, I saw engine RPM on here. Absolute throttle, load, ambient air. Engine RPM.
Now it's doing it.
No, it's definitely doing it. Oh, fuel pressure. Remember I told you I wanted to do this fuel system? Yeah. Oh, wait. Holy cow. Dude. Fuel pressure's a little low. Remember me talking about potential for a clogged filter?
Right.
So I'm worried about that.
Right there. All the ranges.
I'm worried about that. And with that, the only thing about this though is it's going to send that lower than desired fuel pressure to all of them. And we have a misfire on one, right? So there could be a combination of problems there. Let's go back here. I love how you can go back and forth between metric and standard. Okay, let's see what else we got. Where's our engine RPM? We talked about wanting to see that. Okay, let's see what happens here. Oh, that's just going straight to the graph for that one thing instead of seeing all of them. So let's just think about this for a second. If the car's getting fuel pressure and I'm not touching the throttle, you would think that it would be a pretty steady line, right? But let's try to see if it spikes when we hear the...
It's spiking.
It's okay, that to me was completely consistent with the misfire.
Yes.
Okay, those are tied together. We go back here. Here's what's so great about this tool is that because of this graphing capability, we could go drive and then try to see if anything like an intermittent problem or anything just shows up, right? Now, I would expect that that number went up because I revved the engine, right? But if I go down the highway, I'd want to do this with a passenger or whatnot, and I sit and I hold a steady 65 mile an hour or something like that, I could actually watch the fuel pump. But do you see how the fuel pump's being standard right now?
Right.
I think that the misfire, because of the cylinder, might be causing this to act erratic. Because I'm holding the throttle right now, and it's just stable as can be, right? Notice where I didn't hold the throttle here, the RPM's inconsistent, fuel pressure's inconsistent. It's almost like it's fighting it. So from what I see from here, I'm leaning more towards that one cylinder, like a spark plug or ignition coil or something on that one cylinder. That's what I'm leaning towards right now.
And now after we rev it, you're going to see the spikes.
Here, I'll let it stabilize again. And this graph's too small, right? You're just not able to see, I think, the data that I want to see. If I go back here, I go back here. If I go back to just this singular graph, now you can start to... Oh wait, hold on. Check this out. Hold on. Is this cool? You can do min max. You can pick your limits to change how the graph looks. So we can basically customize it. That's awesome. Hit cancel there. But what I wondered is if, oh, that's if you want to add, like say I want to do the 2. So I can graph multiple things and compare them against each other. So look at that, you compare the RPM against the fuel pressure. And then see the color coding here, see where that's orange? So that means that this is monitoring the fuel pressure and the blue one is monitoring the RPM.
So this is never supposed to be like a straight line. It's always going to be kind of...
Maybe a little bit, but not to the point. These big spikes in here.
The peaks are obviously not part of what's supposed to be happening.
And now that we look at two things, you can notice that whatever that big change is happening across the other thing that we're measuring too. So if I go here and I want to take that off and just go back and look at here, I can do that. You know, I almost wonder if we're even, this graph, if we're even bouncing above that 600. I'd have to watch this number. It looks like it auto-picked the best view would be. I'll let you can add 3 things on there at a time. Man, this thing is cool. All right, let's do this. Why don't we switch coils? because it's really fast and easy, and see if it fixes anything. My friends, we have a lot of playing to do on this tool. I can't stress enough how impressed I am with it right away. It was just plug and play. I didn't do anything with it. We'll definitely be doing some more videos in the future. I'm going to put links below to this product in the description of the video. Make sure and subscribe to the channel if you hadn't. We're obviously going to be doing a bunch more videos on this as we have more and more problems come up. We got a lot to learn, but we're excited about this tool. You can see it was plug and play, no signing up for accounts. We hooked this up to the car and started getting information we could use right away. But we need to try and fix this car right now. So make sure and like, share, and subscribe. Make it a great day. And as always, keep wrenching.